यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं। नमयों विष्णुपादाय श्रीगौरप्रियमूर्तये श्रीमते भक्तिवल्लभतीर्थगोस्वामिनामिने। कृपया क्षमताम् अपराधिजनं खलु शायुतशक्तसुदीननरम्। सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनं प्रणमामि च माधवदेवपदम्। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ग्रंथेर आरंभे करि मंगलाचरण गुरुवैष्णव भगवान तीनेर स्मरणे हय विघ्न विनाशन अनायासे हय निज वांछित पूरन। ओम नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। So we are hearing from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 8th chapter. Kunti Devi is offering prayers to Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. So we heard that the Lord's activities cannot be understood by anyone. They are not subject matters of material reasoning and analysis. Because Lord is transcendental, therefore none of his activities or names, etc., qualities, they cannot be comprehended by material sense organs, because they are by nature spiritual. No material sense organ has the capacity to understand them, so how can they even judge them or give reasoning or anything? They are beyond material reasoning and material intellect. And saying that, Kunti Devi continues to relish the pastimes, because she is telling that, you see, my dear Lord, your activities are not subject matters of analysis or judgment or reasoning. Therefore, they are only to be relished. Some subject matters, you just need to relish them. They are not under the subject, they are not subject to any kind of mental reasoning, particularly the spiritual topics. Those are beyond the material sense organs, they are to be relished. So, Kunti Devi, she then spoke about the sweet pastime of Sri Krishna, wherein he has stolen butter, he has broken the butter pots, and Mother Yashoda is very angry with him, and she is running behind him with a stick in her hand and a rope. After catching hold of him, she is threatening him. And Krishna is very, very afraid that Mother Yashoda is going to beat me now. So, the Supreme Lord, seeing whom even fear personified fears, even the personification of fear fears upon seeing the Supreme Lord, that Supreme Lord becomes fearful of Mother Yashoda's chastisement. So, this is verily bewildering. Kunti Devi says, this is verily bewildering. How this is possible? That Supreme Lord is performing all beautiful activities, sweet activities, fine. But he is also bewildered. How is this possible? He is also afraid. How is this possible? This is verily bewildering. So, in this manner, she says that she is relishing those pastimes, or these pastimes are only meant to be relished by those who have submitted to him. Only they can relish, those who have submitted to him. Otherwise, they will again judge, oh, in our house also, our child does like this only. He does lot of mischief, like Krishna. He is also Krishna only. Many persons I heard from so many people, they say, oh, we have a Krishna in our house. Krishna was very mischievous, my son is also very mischievous. So we have Krishna. So they understand, they don't understand that Krishna is spiritual, he is eternal, and your child is going to die any day. He is going to die any day. So we are trying to draw a parallel between spirituality and matter, which is never going to be possible. They are two subject matters totally, altogether. They are never going to be one. So we will continue from verse number 32. Kechidahu rajam jatam punyashlokasya kirtaye yado priyasyanvavayo malayasyeva chandanam. Malaya parvater yashobridhir nimitta jemon chandan vrikher janmahai tadru punya shloka priya yudhishtarer athava pavitra kirti jadur kirtir janna tadvanshe janma rahit bhagavan janma grahan koriyachen iha keho boliya thaken. So, the fragrant sandalwood can be seen in Malaya mountains. There is a Malaya mountains in the southwestern region, where this beautiful sandalwood is grown. There are sandalwood forests there. So, by the presence of the sandalwood, that particular mountain has become glorious. That mountain has become famous, isn't it? The forest where such precious item is there, that becomes very famous. There are so many forests, but why that is famous? Because, or glorious? Because there are sandalwood is grown there. So, just like sandalwood enhances the fame of the Malaya mountains, in a similar manner, in order to enhance the fame of the pious kings like Yudhishthira and Yadu, though they are very pious saints, pious kings, and they are also famous. In order to enhance their fame further, you have appeared in their dynasty. Some say like this, because why the Supreme Lord has appeared, why he is performing activities, nobody other than him knows it. Nobody other than to whom he reveals will be able to understand it. Nobody can understand the Supreme Lord by his own mental intellect. Our most revered Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj, one time in an assembly in Mumbai, the present day Mumbai, that day those days it was Bombay, In order to, there was a nice program that was organized, and Param Pujyapad Sridhar Goswami Maharaj was supposed to speak on one subject. So he took that subject, and where he started to explain that how difficult it is to understand the Supreme Lord, or impossible it is. To understand the Supreme Lord, it is impossible. By no means and ways and avenues one can understand the Supreme Lord. By great tapasya, by penances, by sadhan, by practices, by none of these things one can attain Supreme Lord. Why? Because Supreme Lord is one without a second. If the Supreme Lord is subject to whatever I am doing, or he is supposed to be obliged to whatever I am doing, then where is he called as Supreme? He cannot be called as Supreme, because he is obliged to something. He is obliged to something means that something must be superior to him. That's why he is obliged. So nothing is superior to him, otherwise he cannot be called as Supreme Lord. So the crux of the story is that nobody can attain the Supreme Lord. Time is up, because he was supposed to speak till particular time, 8 to 9. By 9 he was supposed to finish, and they already requested him that Maharaj, no matter what may be the topic, but you need to stop by 9 o'clock. He said okay. So time is 9. He stopped the topic. But then a curiosity got developed in everyone. What is that curiosity? That if nobody can attain Supreme Lord, why there are so many processes to attain Supreme Lord? Why the scriptures are saying you do this, you do this? Because if he is not attainable, then the process should not be given at all. The process is given, you should do this, Karma Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Tapa Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. In entire Bhagavad Gita he had told so many things. Why did he give instructions? And if the Supreme Lord is not attainable, then why at all did you give up everything? Why did you renounce everything? Because it is useless effort. You know that you are not going to attain the Supreme Lord. It's a useless effort. Therefore, why did you do that? Then Sri Sridhar Goswami Maharaj says, my Harikatha was not complete. But as per your request, time is finished. So as per your request, I had to stop it. Then the person who had organized it, Mr. MP Engineer, he told, no Maharaj, please take some more time. But please resolve our problem, our doubt. Then Sri Sridhar Goswami Maharaj started to explain. Yes, by none of these processes one can attain, by none of these processes one can attain the Supreme Lord. But if the Supreme Lord cannot make himself attainable, then also he will be incomplete. There is no activity that can remain outside the complete. Complete means he is complete in all aspects. If one can attain him by one's own endeavors, then he remains incomplete. But if he cannot make himself attainable to others, then also he will be incomplete. Which means there is only one way by which one can attain the Supreme Lord, and that is his desire. When the Supreme Lord desires, then he will become attainable. When will he desire? When will I desire to do some favor to someone? When? When I am extremely pleased with that person. If a person is doing so much for me, then I am pleased with that person, and then I wanted to do some favor to him. It's not natural, it's obvious, it's there in even us. Where are we getting that quality from? From Supreme Lord only. Because the Supreme Lord has got that quality, we have that quality in us. He is the source of everything. So if someone does some good to me, I am pleased with something, then I want to give something in return. I will become desirous. In a similar manner, when will the Lord desire? The Lord will desire when someone pleases Him. When will Lord will be pleased, or any person be pleased? When one acts according to the direction. Supreme Lord has given some instructions. If we follow according to His instructions, that is bhakti, submit to me, surrender unto me, serve me, think about me, do every activity for my purpose. These are the instructions He has given to everyone, all of us. Therefore, if we act according to this, oh, I told, and he is very sincerely following it. Therefore, I shall bless him. So the Lord will become pleased, and then He will become desirous that he has followed me. Therefore, I shall free him from these problems. Means the Lord will be attainable to those who have submitted to Him. Upon those who are performing loving devotion unto Him, the Lord is pleased with them. Therefore, devotion is the only way by which one can attain the Supreme Lord. It is not that one can attain the Supreme Lord, but the Lord will make that person attain Him. Because the Lord has Himself given that particular path. You please take this path. You please follow this path. And if still we have doubt, the Lord told, Kaunteya prati janihi name bhakta pranasyati. If he becomes my devotee, name yogi pranasyati, name karmi pranasyati, name jnani pranasyati. No, he did not say. Name bhakta pranasyati. My devotee has no fall down. A yogi has no fall down. Yogi, he cannot be called as my yogi, my jnani. Can one say that he is my yogi? No. He is a yogi. But devotee, he is my devotee. That possessiveness, or that, what do you call, myness, the word is not there, but I just created a word, is there, mine, he is mine, is there in devotion only, with a devotee only. My yogi, my jnani, my karmi, no. Jnani is for jnana. Yogi is for some siddhi, some perfections. Karmi is for material desires. But devotee is for Supreme Lord. He is not for anything else. Please give me your service. Therefore, my devotee. Name bhakta pranasyati. My devotee has no fall down. Therefore, bhakti is the only way by which one can attain the Supreme Lord. Like this, Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj had concluded that. So, devotion is topmost. Now, here, according to some, Kunti Devi is telling, because why the Supreme Lord appears, nobody knows. It's only one can say it is the reason, this is the reason, this is the reason. All of them could be reasons, but there is a supreme reason also, which he reveals only to his supremely surrendered devotees. So here she is telling that just like sandalwood trees grow in the Malaya mountains, thereby enhancing the fame of those mountains, in a similar manner, you appear in the dynasty or in the house of Yadus and also King Yudhishthira in order to enhance their fame. This is the purpose of your appearance. Like this, some people say. Shri Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur writes in the commentary, এই প্রকারে তুমি যদি আবির্ভূত না হইতে, তাহা হইলে তোমার এই জগন্মোহিনী লীলা কে বা আস্বাদন করিতে পারিত? You see, you have no birth. You don't have to perform any activities. Already we heard in the 2 verses before, Janma karma cha vishvatma. You have no janma, you have no karma. The Lord Himself says, Janma karma cha me divyam. Therefore, you have no birth, you don't have to perform activities. But here Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, but if you don't take birth, if you don't perform activities, how can one relish those pastimes? When one has to relish a certain subject, then that person has to exist. If you say that person is an unmanifest, he has no birth, he has no activities, then what kind of relishment you will have? So here, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is writing in the mood of Kunti Devi that, my dear Lord, if you have not appeared, if you have not performed activities, then who would have relished your pastimes, which are greatly bewildering? They are bewildering to everyone. How can one relish those pastimes if you had not appeared? Means, even though you have no birth, you appear. That is the point behind this. Even though you have no birth, you appear because so that the living entities will relish your supreme qualities and supreme activities. এই প্রাদুর্ভাবের কারণেই মতভেদে বহু প্রকার বলিতেছেন. So you appear in order to please your devotees so that they relish your pastimes again and again. How Krishna has appeared. It's also a great cause of bewilderment. In the womb of Devaki, at the time of his appearance, he made all the jail keepers to sleep. He has put all of them to sleep. He appeared in such a beautiful 400 Narayana form, huge. Then he became a 200 form. Then he instructed Vasudeva to take him to Gokul and exchange the daughter of Yashoda. And then the doors of the jail opened automatically. The shackles towards the hands of Devaki and Vasudeva, they got broken immediately. So how these things are happening? If we have not performed these, how could we relish all those pastimes of you? So you appear and you perform activities for the relishment, but yet different persons give different reasons for your appearance. Different people give different reasons. One is Kechid Ityadi Shloke. It is mentioned in this particular verse. पुण्य श्लोक अर्थात पवित्र यशस्वी महाराज युधिष्ठिरेर कीर्तिवर्धनेर जन्य যদুবংশে তুমি অবতীর্ণ হইয়াছো, ইহা কেহ কেহ বলেন। You see, Yadus, they are Punya Kirtis, Punya Shloka. They are very, very pious. They are very, very famous also. Who? The Yadus and Maharaj Yudhishthir. Maharaj Yudhishthir, they are very, very pious. So, some people say that in order to enhance the fame of that particular dynasty, you make your appearance. Some say like this. Punya Shloka Raja Nal, Punya Shloka Yudhishthir, ei yukti anusare, tatkale Punya Shloka Rupe, Maharaj Yudhishthirei prasiddhi chilo. There is also Nal, King Nala is also called as Punya Shloka. Punya Shloka means he is also very, very pious king he was. So one may say, because Punya Shloka is used in the verse, so some may say, why can it not be Nala, King Nala? Punya Shloka refers to Nala also. Why only Yudhishthir? Because at the time of King Nala, Krishna's appearance did not happen. Krishna's appearance happened at the time of Yudhishthir. Therefore, here Punya Shloka refers to Yudhishthir only, not to Nal. This is the reasoning that Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is giving. At the time of Nala, Krishna did not appear. So, it is not the dynasty of King Nala that got fame of that dynasty got enhanced, but it is the fame of Yudhishthira's dynasty that got enhanced. Understand the logic? এই যুক্ত অনুসারে তৎকালে পুণ্য শ্লোক রূপে মহারাজ যুধিষ্ঠিরেরই প্রসিদ্ধি ছিল। Means at that time Maharaj Yudhishthir was addressed as Punya Shloka, very, very pious. यदोर अन्वयवाये अर्थात यदुर वंशे अथवा यदुरेई कीर्तिवर्धनेर जन्य जेमन मलय पर्वतेर कीर्तिर जन्य सेई वंशे सेखाने चंदन वृक्षेर जन्म हय. And also in order to enhance the fame of Yadu also, King Yadu also. Just like an example is given, just like in the Malaya mountains sandalwood is grown and therefore it enhances the fame of those mountains. In a similar manner, in order to enhance the fame of the Yadus as well as Yudhishthira, you make your appearance like this. Some have opinion or some say like this. Apare Vasudevasya Devakyam Yachito Abhyagat Ajastvam Masya Kshemaya Badhaya Cha Suradvisham. এই জগতের মঙ্গল এবং অসুরগণের বধের নিমিত্ত স্বয়ং জন্ম রহিত হইলেও তোমাকে ইয়াছা করায় পূর্বজন্মে সুতপা পৃষ্ণিরূপী ক্ষত্রিয় দম্পতি বাসুদেব ও দেবকীর পুত্রত্ব সর্বতোভাবে প্রাপ্ত হইয়াছে পুত্রত্ব সর্বতোভাবে প্রাপ্ত হইয়াছ অর্থাৎ অঙ্গীকার করিয়াছ ইহা কেহ কেহ বলিয়া থাকেন. And yet some others are of the opinion that in order to bring welfare upon this material world, in order to bring auspiciousness, and in order to destroy the demons, you made your appearance. Even though you have no birth, you took birth in order to free the earth from the atrocities of the demons and also to bring upon welfare. To kill the demons is a negative thing. To bring auspiciousness is a positive thing. Just doing negative is not called as complete. Bringing the positive also. Like Cheto Darpana Marjanam Bhavamaha Davagni Nirvapanam. These two are negative. The Chitta Rupa Darpan, the mind, the heart, the mind, where there are so many vices, so many anarthas, unwanted things, desires, they are there. By chanting of the holy name, it is finished. Bhavamaha Davagni Nirvapanam. And the material world is like a forest fire. The forest fire is giving a scorching heat, burning heat. It's burning. Nirvapanam, it is finished by chanting of the holy name. But these two are negative. But the next is Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam. The positive thing is it gives a soothing effect also. And then on all positive things only. So not only that the Krishna's name, form, qualities, pastimes, etc., they free one from the negative things, but they also bring the positive thing. That is, that not only that the demons are killed, but also it brings welfare upon the living entities. Therefore, even though you have no birth, you take birth in order to kill the demons and in order to bring welfare upon the living entities. But then, where will we appear? You decided to appear or you appear for this purpose. Where will you appear? Then, Kunti Devi says, because Sutapa and Prishni, previously they performed severe penances in order to get Krishna as their son. They told that we want a son like you. So he appeared like Vamana, etc. But son like you means for 3 births they have requested. So in the 3rd birth he became Krishna. Sutapa and Prishnigarbha, they have undergone penances and they prayed that, my dear Lord, you become our son. We want a son like you. Like you means he only. Who is like him? No one is like him. Therefore, he appeared as the child. So in this verse, she is telling that according to some, even though you have no birth, you appear in order to fulfill the desire of Prishni and Sutapa. You appear in their womb and to bring auspiciousness upon this material world and to kill all the demons. Some people say like this also. Some people say to bring fame upon the Yadu dynasty, you take birth. Some say in order to free this earth from demons and in order to bring welfare upon everyone, you take birth. Some say like this. In the purport also, it is almost the same, so I am not going to read it. It's almost the same. It's written in different, paraphrased in a different manner. Bharavatranayano bhuvo nava ivadadhau sidantya bhuri bharena jato ह्यात्म आत्म भुवार्थितः समुद्रेर मध्ये विपुल भार वशतः मज्जमान नौकार न्याय दुर्विशः पाप भारे अवसन्न प्राय पृथ्वीर भार हरणेर जन्य स्वयंभू ब्रह्मार प्रार्थना फलेई तुमी अवतीर्ण हইয়াছিলে इहाऊ आबार केहो केहो बोलिया थाकेन. She is telling that different persons have different opinions why you appear. So another opinion means yet other people, they say why you appear, that just like when a boat is sailing in a water and suddenly the boat has a hole and the water is entering into the boat, then what will happen? The boat will sink into the waters. So when a boat is sinking in the water, in a similar manner, all the living entities and this earth planet is completely sinking in the sinful activities of all the living entities. So many persons, so many demons, so many living entities, they are committing so many sinful activities. So the earth is sinking in the ocean of sinful activities. Just like a boat is sinking in the ocean, in a similar manner, the mother earth is sinking in the ocean of sinful activities of all the living entities. At that time, Brahmaji has prayed to you, my dear Lord, please appear on this earthly planet and rescue earth from these sinful activities of the sinful persons. So in order to rescue Mother Earth from the sinners, being pleased by the prayers of Brahma, you appeared. Even though you have no birth, even though you have no activities, you have appeared because Brahma has prayed to you in order to alleviate the Mother Earth from her sinful activities. Yet others say like this. This is the third opinion. There are several opinions. Some people say like this, some people say like this. So, Kunti Devi is telling that no one knows what is the real purpose of it, but according to one's own submission, one's own understanding, they are thinking that this is the cause for it. परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजामि अहम्. The Lord himself has given this reason in Bhagavad Gita, that in order to rescue the earth from sinful persons or irreligious persons, when there is decline of religiosity, at that time I appear in order to protect the righteous persons and in order to annihilate those who are sinners. So the Lord himself is telling that. But even though he says this, this is not the only reason. He says that I will come, but he will not say this is the only reason I come to the world again and again. He is telling this is the reason I come, but this is one of the reasons that he comes. There are many, many. So here Brahmaji has prayed. When Mother Earth comes and tells that Kansa and other demons, they are troubling me so much. Brahmaji, you are the creator of all the living entities. Please rescue me from these persons. Then what did he do, Brahmaji? Let all of us, including all the demigods, let all of us go to Narayana and pray for him. And then Brahmaji, as a leader of all the demigods, he submitted to Narayana that please make your appearance. So in this manner, by the prayers of Brahmaji, you have appeared. Some people say like this. Shri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes in the commentary, Atma Bhuva, Arthat Atmavu Brahmar Kartrik Prarthito Hiya. Atma Bhuva means Atmabhu, Swayambhu. The Lord, Brahmaji is called Swayambhu. Swayambhu means who has no birth. No birth means he has appeared from the navel, he has no mother. Mother is Krishna only. He has appeared from a navel, lotus coming from the navel of Lord Narayana. Therefore, he is called as Swayambhu. So, here it is in this verse, it is said that Brahmaji has prayed. Brahmar Prarthanar Pradhanya Vivakshayo Keval Taharai Ullek Kora Hoyache Bastutah Samasta Devaganer Sahitai Brahma Prarthana Kuryachilan. So, here in this verse, listening to the prayers of Brahma, you have appeared. In this manner it is said, but Brahmaji's prayers, they are said as the prominent, means prominently he has prayed. But actually, all the demigods have entered went to Narayana in Karana Samudra, in the Karana ocean. Everyone, they went there. Milk ocean. All of them went to the milk ocean and prayed to the Supreme Lord for his appearance. But it is Brahma who was in the forefront, therefore Brahmaji's name is written, but it is actually all the demigods who went there. Ei samastai pritak pritak mata. All these things are different opinions. Each person has a different opinion. But you appear for your own purpose. Anyway, we'll give a break here and then continue tomorrow. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan Panchatattvatmak Shri Gaura Hari Ki Jai. Jai Paramaraditam Patita Pavana Stotra Sata Shri Srimad Bhakti Ballabh Tirtha Goswami Shri Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. Nitya Leela Pravishtham Vishnupad Pramamsa Stotra Sata Shri Srimad Bhakti Daita Madhav Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. जगत गुरु श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय. श्री श्री रूपानुग गुरु वर्ग की जय. श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. सर्व विघ्न विनाशनकारी भक्त वत्सल भगवान श्री नृसिंह देव की जय. भक्त प्रवर श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की जय. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय. श्री कृष्ण द्वैपायन वेदव्यास महामुनि की जय. श्रीमद् भागवत श्रवणकारी भक्त वृंद की जय. कुंती देवी की जय. जय श्री कुंती स्तव की जय. श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय. श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय. गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल.